Anything Goes podcast, man. It's your boy Sean Peoples. Hey, people, you like what we got going on? You like the vibes? You like our movement? Like, subscribe, share. Comment in the comment section, man. Hit the notification bell so you can keep up with everything that we got going on. And we got a lot going on. And another thing, man, jump in the community tab and vote. Vote like your life depended on it. I still can't find my vote or die t-shirt, man. I had that. Man, I know it's somewhere around here, but when I find it, I'm gonna be rocking it again. But yeah, I'm here with my brothers, man. I'm here with my brothers. You know, I'm here with D the Brand. That's my boy, my brother. This is D's official first time on the show.
Oh yeah, I'm out now. I'm out of the cage.
You're out of the cage.
He's out.
You know?
I'm out.
Then let the lion out.
Oh yeah.
And we got Sharp Man, our brother Sharp Man here again. Sharp Man, what's going on, man?
You know, someone living and loving life. Or a matter that.
We're putting together a class to go teach at a college next week. Yo, Mr. Razor.
What's going
on, my brother, Mr. Razor? What's popping?
Hey, man, I'm here, man. I'm chilling, man. Ain't nothing going on. Enjoying life today, man.
Yeah, man. I tell y'all, man, I don't know about y'all, but I got me some mangoes today. Man, I ate about 10 of them already, boy.
If it's here, send some, come give me them, man.
Bro, that's some of the best mangoes I eat in a long time, bro. I almost ate my hand one of the times. Yeah, man. So I want to have a discussion with y'all, man. We want to talk about this Andrew Brown situation down there in Elizabeth City. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to what's been going on. I know me and Mr. Razor went down there last weekend and got some footage that we had to erase because of copyright infringement and not really understanding how the copyright infringement thing work on YouTube. But now I'm more aware of it because they really don't let you in this circle until you're monetized. Now I'm monetized, so now I can, I can ask questions and I get answered in a speedy time, other than asking questions and nobody answer you for about 3 or 4 months.
Oh man!
now I ask a question before I get up from around the computer. I hear ding, they didn't answer me back. So I guess we're in good with them now. But yeah, man, how do we feel about that situation, man? I know it's a touchy situation for a lot of folks. A lot of folks are already pre-made their mind that is cut and dry what they think happened already. And my personal opinion is I feel like if that was something that was showing the narrative of Mr. Brown being in the wrong, I feel like this video would have been released already to the public. But, that's just my opinion and other people can think differently. But I think that if this was a clear cut that Mr. Brown was in the wrong, we would have seen it just like we saw it with Makia. So since D, we're gonna go to D first on this one since kind of the first time on the show. D, what's your thought in this situation, man?
Well, I'm one of those people who I hate to rush to judgment.
Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on. I'm looking at the media, just trying to gain some insight. I heard like 20 different stories. I heard that it had nothing to do with him while they were there. I heard that they had a warrant for his arrest, but I'm trying to figure out how they got to where they are right now. How did they get to the car of him driving away? How did they get to the point where he was getting shot at and shot in the back of his head? Like, I don't know. I need a bunch of pieces just filled in. Because right now, of course, I'm looking at, all right, like everybody else is, all right, they were in the wrong. And then we're looking at the evidence that they have, which is the body camera video, and they're not releasing it. So I'm looking at, as far as that goes, we have information that could potentially land people in jail, information that could potentially get them sued. So maybe they don't want to rush and put it out there because they want to, all right, let's lawyer up. Let's see what we can do. I don't know. So until we actually see the body cam video, or we have somebody saying, somebody who was there actually saying what happened, then I can't really say, all right, they were 100% guilty. They were 100% innocent. You know what I mean?
I understand. I mean, like I said, this is all subject to opinion. Everyone's gonna have
Yeah.
their own opinion.
Yeah.
And, my opinion is something that I like to stand firm on. I really feel like if it was clear cut that they were innocent, we would have saw this tape.
Yeah.
And because I've looked at the background of this judge, which the news has been shedding a lot of light on the type of person
Yes.
that this guy is. These are people that should not be sitting around the bench. And that's just, it's just ridiculous that these guys can make certain statements. That they have him on social media, have him on audio saying some horrific things of just about situations that's taking place in life. So, that's why I tell a lot of people, man, you don't want to put your life in these guys' hands. So we had a little segment earlier when we were talking about voting. Y'all better start getting out there and voting, because you're leaving now your kid's life to be in these guys' hands.
Yeah.
Short man, what's your thought in this situation, man?
Well, there are a lot of things to flush out here, man. A lot of things to unpack. I mean, like Dee said, how did it get to the point of, them getting to him and him in the car driving away and them firing at him? I mean, let's ask, how did he get shot in the back of the head first of all? I mean, that's crucial. And like you clearly said, if this was something that, use some lawyer term, exculpatory, for them, they would release the video. They would actually let the video go. They would quickly release the video if it was so clear that he was in the wrong. I say a lot of times, a lot of the stuff that happens, these are not death sentences. I see other people go on mass shootings and get treated, like royalty, in terms of comparison, of what's happening to
Us.
Black and brown people. We're getting killed, and other people are getting treated, like, again, royalty. Look at the guy in, what was that, Wisconsin, walked past police with a gun after, gunning down people or whatever, right? So I'm just saying, overall, if they want to, put themselves in a better light or whatever, they need to release the tape and take the medicine. You guys did wrong, because if it was so clear that the guy was wrong, they would actually, came out and shown the video. But it's North Carolina too. I used to live there. I lived there for like 6 years while I was in the military. So they will cover something up, bro. I mean, like, seriously, like, I mean, I ran into a case there. We ain't gonna talk about that now, maybe another time, but them guys, they will cover some stuff up. They will try to pin stuff on you, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that. I had a homeboy in the military that if he wasn't in the military, he'd be screwed. Right.
That's me. That's me. That's exactly why I was good.
If the military didn't step in and say, nope, the character of this young man has been in the military is impeccable.
Bruh.
You have to show us evidence. And they couldn't show us evidence. They couldn't show evidence. And then the military did their thing. I don't know if them dudes got fired, but they needed to, because they set that guy up. But they set him up to destroy that young man's life.
But the military can be for and against you at that point, because you can be, you know what I mean? Like, how we get charged twice.
Yeah.
Like, we get tore up on the inside and outside.
The good thing for him was that he was one of those guys that told the line, and even though he was Black, he was on the good old boy side.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But
Okay.
he was one of those. He wasn't one of those like butt kisser, but he just his job. He took this serious. He wanted to be a lifer in the military, and he wouldn't put anything else in the way of other than being a lifer. No matter.
I'm gonna tell you something about that. I obviously called me a lifer. I did my time, but the command stood behind me. The CO. It was a small command, so the CO knew me.
Yes.
Small command, so the CO knew me. So he sent somebody out. Anytime I had to go, anytime I had to step foot in the courtroom.
Yep. They sent
he had a guy sitting there.
Yep.
Just watching, making sure everything was cool. And so if again, like Dee said, we can get charged twice, but if they like you, they really like you. If you got the right people on your side, you're good.
Yeah.
Oh man, made if you find someone that take interest in you in your military, you set. But that's a different subject. Razor, how do you feel about this situation?
Man, I feel like something is being covered up. Like you said earlier, if this guy was doing something wrong, they would have already from day one release that video and try to quiet that crowd down. So with them not showing us the video in my mind, it just leads me to believe that there's something being
wrong.
covered.
Yeah, I would agree
something
with
being,
that.
you know, so that's
Because
just
the city is on the brink of fire right now, and showing the tape could possibly ignite the fire or extinguish it. So
right.
it leads me to believe that you guys are hiding something, because something is going to extinguish this fire. Ignite this fire. So that's why you don't want to show the tape, you know?
Yeah. But I think that regardless of what you do in this situation, is not going to extinguish or ignite the situation more than it already is. I think it's going to happen. Is how it's going to happen. What you have to do is at least provide some comfort and like, all right, let's go ahead and provide some transparency and let's go ahead and show the people exactly what they want to see.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're going to feel how you're going to feel. If you're 100% in the right, they're going to feel how you're going to feel. If you're wrong, we're going to feel. But then at that point, now we can start to move forward and say, all right, who do we charge? Who do we hold responsible for this? And now how can we get out of this situation by giving us different leadership to go forward with it? But like you look at the Minnesota situation where, all right, we went to court 1 year later, go to court, he's found guilty, right? But even still, at this point, it's still not enough because we can't bring back that individual who was taken from us.
No, I think that by that point, we did a little segment here talking about, does the money suffice for?
No, absolutely not.
Like, and that's what I said too. I don't care how much money it is. I don't want to lose a person in my family. There's not enough money worth. Yeah. Right now, I'll give everything I have to get my grandfather back for a day.
Yeah, but it also depends on our family too, because you got some family, they riding with you more in depth than they are while you're alive.
You know that already.
Yeah,
it's like going to a funeral. No matter how bad a person is, all you hear is the good stuff.
Yeah.
Like I at my funeral, I want them to talk about how I was a horrible person and I transformed into a better person. That's more realistic to me. But yeah, Reza, I didn't let you finish what you were saying, man. You were saying that.
Oh no, definitely. You know, like I said, they're there. I feel like they're covering up something, and they're covering up what these cops did. You know, and I hate to jump to judgment, but you know what they're doing in my mind is just clearly wrong. You know, that like you said, Taylor said, we need transparency. You know, and as of right now, they're not showing us any transparency. You know, which leads me to believe they're covering it up. You know, and that has to change. We have to get rid of these people get rid of these judges, like you were saying earlier, and get new blood inside of the justice system, so we can be, you know, better off. But you know what's going right now is just clearly wrong. And they're scared of the repercussion because they're feeling like as if once they release this tape, it's gonna be more protests.
I think it's gonna be because right now, as we see that they have find a way to contain the protesters.
Yeah,
and find out that elder people in the Black community can contain a lot of the stuff that's going on. I think, especially down there, they realize that grandma, grandpa, some of the older folks there, but once somebody start getting rowdy and grandma walk over there and grab one of them and start talking to them, the whole crowd calms down, and they know that. But I think they think that there ain't gonna be no calming from grandma after she sees this video, because after she sees this video, you know, there's no more tell them to relax or tell them to calm down from the elder folks in there, because they're you know, speaking on the knowledge of a lot of older Black folks, man. They're hurt. They've been going through this situation for years. And you speak to an 80 or 70 or 80-year-old Black person, and this thing has been haunting them their whole life. And it's like they're still going through the same thing again. So I definitely feel like there's something going on, you know. And like Reza said, I hate to jump to conclusion, but call me a bunny, because you know, I mean, it's to me, it's clear as cut. Whenever the victim is in the wrong, the video miraculously comes out right away.
Yeah, well,
Whenever the officer is in the wrong, we don't see it for months. Look at Chicago with Roman Manuel. They're just, you know, just to name a few. These are guys that have the authority to do the right thing, and they choose not to do the right thing.
Yeah, a lot of the problem is though, like North Carolina is one of those states where you know who runs the state. I hear Razor saying that we need to get rid of them. We do need to get rid of them, man. But
how do you get rid of them?
This whole gerrymandering thing where they mark these districts where it's like the people are, you know, like the politicians are picking the people, not the other way around, right?
Exactly.
So it's kind of like we can all go out and vote and still wouldn't change anything in North Carolina, that's specifically, right? Still wouldn't change anything because
they're trying to do that everywhere though.
Right. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
People don't realize how serious this gerrymandering thing is.
It's horrible.
All about it, and they talk like me and D was talking about earlier when they was saying we was talking about people saying, "Man, my vote don't count anyway." Your vote don't count because you ain't voting.
Yeah,
that's why it don't count.
That's why it don't count.
Yeah.
See, most people get out only vote during major elections. Like, all right, we're going ahead
vote in every election.
Oh yeah, they're talking about, all right, we're going to get Donald Trump out of office, and that's the only election they ever go to.
Yeah, but what about the people that enabled him?
Yeah, but you got to vote at the smaller ones where you're electing your mayors, and everybody else.
Your attorney general, everybody.
Attorney general. I vote for it all,
and that's going on right now.
Yep, I vote for it all. If you want my vote, I have to research and make, you know, for me, I vote for the lesser evil because I don't want to be the guy that just say, I don't like this person, so I'm not going to vote for him. So I vote for, like, with Portsmouth Mayor. For me, it was a hard decision to vote for the two top candidates because I didn't like neither one of them. But I ended up voting for one person because he seemed to care about the prospect of youths in the area of Portsmouth. Now, I haven't seen any changes yet, but the pandemic been going on, so let's see what happened in a few months from now.
Well, I vote that you will never see any changes.
well, that's discouraging.
Very.
What are we saying? We're saying we choose the lesser of two evils, but then we're not going to get anything out of it. Now, we
don't get anything.
We need something out of it.
Now, you always hear about all these different things, and I was like, all right, which one is more believable? You know what I mean? Like if you say like what with Biden, his pitch was student loans. Of course, we haven't seen that at all, and we never will.
We're not going to see it.
So in your local election,
I mean, he was at least honest saying he's not going to give us 50,000. We may get 10. Yeah, he's not going to give us a whole 50. I mean, he was at least upfront with that.
But I'm still waiting for that 10.
Yeah. You know, well, I mean, hey, things take, bruh. Come on, man. That's Washington, man. Things take time, man. These guys, these guys will wait till it's 11:59 and 59 seconds before they do something.
But I think people don't realize how, you know, and I always get into it with my American friends because, you know, I'm Jamaican, and I always ask them if they know how the government works in America. Mm-hmm. You know, Biden can tell you he want to do anything he want to do.
Oh yeah,
that mansion and that little lady, when they decide that they don't want to go with the procedure, they can hold up anything that they want to hold up. And if you don't put the right people in office that we talk about, if you go out there and vote for the right people in office, we'll never get a bill passed because that's what happened to Obama. These guys purposely jacked up everything Obama did because they didn't want us to go out there and vote for him. And no matter how much he fought, I don't agree. I was a big Obama supporter, but I never agree with everything Obama do. When it's time for me to talk bad about Obama, I do. When it's time for me to praise what he has done, I also do that too. I'm not one of those sycophants that think the person I vote for can do no wrong, because that's bullcrap.
Well, the way Washington's set up, though, you have, like you said, you have the mansion and the cinema or whatever that, you know, one or two people can like just derail everything.
Oh yeah,
because they're trying to fit into that moderate lane, you know, rather than think about the people. So think about it. West Virginia, very poor state. Come on, think about that. I mean, they're very poor. They're probably in the bottom 10% of the country or whatever, as far as, you know, poverty level or whatever. But yet that guy that's there to support the people there will not vote for stuff that's going to support them.
Yeah, that's true. Because he's basically a Republican.
Pretty much.
Republican
Yeah.
that runs
Yeah.
as
He's
a
in
Democrat
disguise.
because-
He's in disguise.
Yeah, he's a Republican that runs as a Democrat because that's the only way he can win.
And that's how
It's
it is.
advantageous.
That's how it
And
is.
the irony is the governor, who is a Republican, wants him to do all of this stuff that he's asking for. He's just refusing to do this stuff because obviously the governor have enough sense to realize that, hey man, we about to bring infrastructure here. We about to be rich. Because the governor probably own about 6 or 7 companies that's gonna get satisfied over anyway, or he gonna get some blowback from some of his friends. You know how politics works.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You know?
But he's last. His state is last in infrastructure, and he don't want to vote on the infrastructure bill. That ain't that crazy? I'm looking at it like your state is the dead last when it comes to infrastructure, and you don't want to vote on that bill. Like that makes no sense to me.
Imagine that. Cut off your nose to spite your face, right? I mean, just imagine that. I mean,
It's
Jesus.
like people from Mississippi telling black people that we're welfare babies. Like I seen a couple of the Klan, like I like to call them, the keyboard Klansmen, up here calling black women, up in the post calling black women, welfare, mummies, or whatever the stupid racist tone they make. You know, it's just it's just one of those things that it just replaced the N words for them. They find ways to replace.
That's a new N word, huh?
Yeah. I realized, but I got a new word for their word. I call them keyboard, keyboard Klansmen. Yeah, but I think, fellas, I think we're in a situation where it's a no-win situation for us. And no matter how optimistic you are, we're at a point where either you're going to toe the line or you're going to go opposite of doing that. And whatever that means for you in your head, you have to make that decision for that. But we at a point in America where changes don't need to be asked for. It just needs to get done. We don't need to have to ask for you to be treated equal. It just needs to happen. We don't need to call, we don't need to go march to get something done for us right. It should be done right and right now. I'm tired of people telling me, it's a process. Man, the process has been going on for 400 years, man. When is it going to end?
Yeah, the government just doesn't work anymore, man. I mean, it's like these guys are there. They care more about keeping the job than they want to do the job. So
Yeah,
I mean, if you can imagine,
they're all millionaires.
Yeah.
How many guys in Congress and Senate that are not millionaires?
Not a lot.
Go and they're dead broke and they find a way to make themselves millionaires.
Imagine you're making the rules that you're benefiting from. I mean, come on, think about it. I mean, you got the Fox Garden hen house. Come on, man.
These are the same guys that gets to pull all their stock out the stock market while they were telling you that the virus wasn't going to do anything to you. Right. And I realized something. Do not say the virus name on the program because they will not monetize the thing because advertisers don't want to put their ads on when you say it.
Yeah, we'll stay away from that.
Yeah, but they do that purposely. Like these guys pull millions out of the stock market. And when they know it was going to happen and then was telling people it's okay, it'll never get here.
And I was thinking that thing also. I remember we used to sit down and talk about that situation. I was like, nah, it ain't gonna happen to us. It's not gonna happen to us.
Yeah, you remember we used to go eat dinner and talk about it coming. And I have to say that I'm a young prophet, man, because I called all this stuff down the line. I saw the damage coming, but the irony is I never thought that America would fall asleep at the steering wheel. I never thought that this clown
when you got the wrong driver. Yeah, you got the wrong driver. Anything could happen.
They would enable this guy that much.
Yeah.
I thought that they would have put their foot down and showed him who boss was because that's the purpose of checks and balances. But we realized that America doesn't have any checks and balances.
Yeah, think of who was getting predominantly killed by this thing. So to them, it was okay to let that happen.
But
right.
The point what I want to make right now is America don't have any checks and balances. There's none.
Oh no, it's off the rails right now, in my opinion.
There's no
anyway,
checks and balances.
Yeah.
So there either need to be another party or there need to be some laws change, some amendments going on so things can run a different way. And I'm gonna say this before we close out. President Biden have the chance to become the greatest president that ever blessed America. He's in a situation now where he can dominate by doing stuff that he wants. But it takes time and it takes us to really realize what's going on. And, you know, I'm a person that judged him a lot before we got to this point. But I do want to say that I'm going to see what happens in the next few months, because some of the stuff that he's saying could make a lot of people that's in poverty out of it.
Oh yeah.
And whether people realize it or not, and I think some people just automatically have their mind set up that they don't like this guy. You don't have to like him, but if he's going to put a couple hundreds of $1,000s in your pockets and make your life and your family life better, and you better get up off your rump and get out there and make sure it happens.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I want to close out with that, fella. I think this was a good discussion. I ran it long purposely because I wanted to have a full discussion. But I know sometimes you people don't like to watch all the discussion. And when it's short, y'all complain and say, why is it so short? But now I get to a long one. So now YouTube gonna tell me if you're watching it or not. And the next time you come complain that it's too short, it's gonna stay short. So anyway, man, it's the Anything Goes podcast, man. It's your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with my brothers, man. I'm here with Mr. Razor. I'm here with D. I'm here with Short, man. Hey, man, we just trying to have some very, very enlightened conversation about what's going on in our community and around the world. If you like the vibes, you like our movement, like, subscribe, share, man. Comment in the comment section. Hit the notification bell. Jump up in the community tab and vote on everything that you see up there, man. Like your life depends on it, even though it doesn't, because it's a bunch of garbage up there. We just want to see your opinion. And also, man, you see ads playing? Let the ads play, man. I'm just playing. But let the ads play. Man, we out of here, man.